Hello, everyone, and thank you for watching. Today, we are going to be doing the 16 personalities test. For those who don't know, this is a theory that your personality can be broken down into one of 16 different types. Um, we will be doing that test for me today. Um, Actually, let's really quick before we take the test. So here's the different personality types that it is saying. And historically, so I've done this test I think 3 times in my life. Um, Twice, the most recent 2 times I've gotten mediator, and then I think one time I got advocate. Um, but anyways, we're gonna be taking the test for me today, and seeing uh what is changed. I will say, so the first time I did this was probably when I was like 18, 19. And then I took the test again in like 2020, which would have been when I was like 25. I don't know why it took me a second. I was born in 95, so it's very easy on solid years of 0 or 5 to know how old I was. Anyways, um, and then I did take it again, I think maybe 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago, because 2 or 3, because I was like, I've been in my transition for a little while now. I wanted to see if like anything's changed in that regard. Um, and now it's been again even longer in that journey. So we're gonna see today. We'll read up a bit on what the personality type means, and that's the video. All right, you regularly make new friends. Almost hard disagree. I'm just not a socialite. I do not socialize. Um, would I like to make some new friends? Maybe. Do I do it? No. And it is a me problem, not an other people problem. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. To a degree, yeah. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments. Yeah, your living and working spaces are clean or organized. It's a lot better than it used to be. I wouldn't say I'm dirty. I'm not dirty. Used to be. But unorganized for sure. But a lot better. A lot better. And I have to be a lot better at work now, but beforehand I was not. If I didn't have to be, it wouldn't be. So I'll go a little disagree. Usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Middle of the road, it really depends on the situation. There are moments where yes, I can be very calm under a lot of pressure. I think it depends if it's like I am given a large workload, I know I can chip away. And so that I'm fine with. If it's like this is going to create issues for other people, if I like that kind of pressure, then no. You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting. Hella agree. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. Again, this is a thing of if it involves other people, yes. If I have to for other people to get shit done or whatnot, then sure. If it's solely for me, no, I'm a terrible procrastinator. Um, I'll go with a little agree. People's stories and emotions speaks louder to you than numbers or data. Yeah. Is that not for everyone? You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists? Not really. I keep yes and no. I'll go with a little agree. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah, Um, I'm getting better about that though. It used to be this, and then it was this, and now it's down to here. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation? No, I would probably rather die. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. It depends on the work. Like, if it's something like music, especially, sure. Absolutely. If it's something like a Marvel movie, it's just trying to be you don't have to read too much into that. I'll go with a little disagree. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. No. I Unless the course of action is disciplinary action towards someone who has been repeatedly fucking up and needing to be disciplined, then no. Like, I've in my previous job especially, I've needed to fire people and write people up. Um, did I take longer to do that because I cared about the people I was working with? Absolutely. Um, and I much rather would give people a chance and shit. Um, but at the end of the day, sometimes people will just try to bullshit you with their feelings to make sure they're not disciplined. So in that scenario, no. In that scenario, yes, I guess, but generally, no. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. Yes and no. I have like a big picture schedule. So like, and I have to work, so like, but like today, yeah, I didn't really have a. I had some plans, but I didn't know when they were going to happen, kind of deal. So we'll go with little agree. You really worry about whether you make a good impression on people you met. I don't. It's weird. I don't go like, oh man, I hope I made a good impression, or like that, or think about, oh, I could have done this better or this better. I'm more or less like, I am who I am. I just hope that people don't dislike me for who I am, if that makes sense. So I'll go with little, just maybe the middle. We'll go with middle. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. Again, depends, but generally no. I mean, I do a lot of team-based activities now. Um, it's not that I enjoy or don't enjoy it. It's just kind of happening. Um, I like collaborating sometimes, but I do tend to do solo stuff. So, You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches? Sure. Prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. Shit. I think completely is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Prioritize being. This might be another middle of the road. It also depends who I'm talking to. I'm gonna go with middle of the road here. Depends. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. I did. There was a long time where not really, and then there was a period of time that was very much yes, and then I got into my accident with my back, and now it's been no. Oh. But steadily trying to get back to yes. So I think if I had the ability to, yes, I would be. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Heavy agree. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. Heavy agree. Cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Heavy disagree. I have written 5 books for NaNoWriMo that were fiction. I want to clean them up. I do want to be able to. One, I need one more to finish the series. Two, I want to clean them up. Probably get them down to 4 books instead of 6. And then, yeah, no, I would love to be able to sell those. Do I think I would make a living off of them? No. But could I see myself making a living off of them? Sure. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. We'll go middle of the road for that one. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Heavy disagree. I should be doing my laundry right now. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others. Prioritize. There was definitely a time where this was the case for sure, because if I felt like, I don't think it's proving my point. I think it's getting my point across, because I feel like I'm misunderstood a lot of the time. I'm so misunderstood. Not in the case of like that scenario of, oh, I'm so misunderstood. I feel like I have for a long time had trouble articulating what I'm trying to say. And so when I'm know that I'm failing at that, like it's less proving it and trying to get my point across. I feel very important. But at the same time, if it's clearly like everyone's getting flustered and stuff, I'll postpone doing that. So I'll say a little disagree nowadays. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Heavy agree. Mood can change very quickly. I have bipolar type 2. So not extremely, like, it's not a switch typically. But faster than the average bear. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Again, depends. No. I've been a lot better about that lately. Used to be past the last possible moment. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Oh, God, I used to. And it depends. Like, I had someone doing that at my new job, bringing up hypothetical ethical dilemmas. I think what's the issue is when some of the participants of those debates don't want to debate. They're just like, no, my stance is correct. Stop talking to me about this. Like, especially when it's like a dangerous stance. Like, so I'll go middle of the road with this one. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, I'm usually a lot of the time the person that brings it theoretical. So no. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Yeah, I think because usually that is going to be the way closer to peace. Like, unless someone's actively hurting you and your heart's being like, well, forgive them. You know, who cares about the facts that they hurt you every day? You know, aside from that kind of situation, I think okay to do. So yeah, find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule. Uh, no, I used to, but that was because I was having to wake up at 4 a.m. Now that I have, now my work schedule is very much on what my sleep schedule wants to be. And so I've actually been having zero issues for like the past 6 weeks. Other than the one day that I had to wake up at like 9 a.m. to be able to get out of the house. And I'm gonna have that again in 2 weeks, which is gonna fucking suck. But for the most part, fine. So no. Almost full disagree. You rarely second guess the choices you've made. Oh, I second guess a lot of the choices I make. Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing. No. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. Yes, writing, music, streaming. I would argue to a degree is creative. Video editing back in the day, and honestly, video writing back in the day. I used to do a little more digital art. I have not done that in a long time. Photography, a little bit. Yes. Anyways, you usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions. Again, middle of the road. Depends on what choices I'm having to make. Am I having to choose like to eat poison even though it looks delicious? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But am I gonna hire someone who might have less experience in a field because they gave me better vibes than someone else? Maybe. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Nah. You rarely feel insecure. Heavy disagree. You avoid making phone calls. This is okay. Nowadays, more so than I used to. I used to prefer phone calls. I definitely still prefer phone calls than text, because I feel like text, there's an etiquette that's expected of, you'll get back to me within 5 minutes and you will have your thoughts fully processed and all this shit, and you will articulate perfectly back to me. And I just can't do that super well. So like verbally is how I think a lot better. And so over the phone is a lot better for that for me. But at the same time, I do still have those anxieties of talking to other people over the phone. Just less so than text. So I would say disagree slightly, but not just because of the world we live in now. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Um, Sometimes, sure. You can easily connect with people you've just met. Depends. Again, I'll use work because I work at multiple places. Same company, multiple places. So like I've been to 3 of them. The first one that I go to the most times, after like I would say a third of the people there, yeah, I've connected pretty easily. The other portion has just been like I don't see them often, and then the other portion is like it's just taken longer. Second place, I'd say most of the staff by the end of the first night, like yeah, we were vibing pretty easily. And then third place, I did not vibe with anyone but one person. So it depends on the people. I'll say middle of the road on this one. It used to be a very much now. But yeah, I'd say middle of the road at this point. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. It depends on why they were interrupted. And what my plans were. Was my plan to go see a movie? Then that's probably just not happening. That's fine. I'll go with middle disagree. You're still bothered by mistakes that you yes. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future. Very much disagree. I feel like those conversations are important to know how to prepare yourself and how to at least within your own little neighborhood shape that a little bit. Are emotions controlling more than you control them? Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten a bit better about that though. Of like I know how to calm myself a bit better than I used to. Or yeah. Yeah. Again, bipolar. So an OCD and TISM. A lot of mental shittery. Anyways, when making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel more than what is logical or efficient. Again, depends on the decision I'm making. I feel like I try to go for middle of the road decisions that it's going to not impact people too heinously, while also still being efficient. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. Yeah. In my personal projects, yes. At work, I have to be working when I'm working. So we'll go with middle, yeah. When somebody thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Nah. I'm surprised, but nah. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Most of the time. It depends on the job. If it was the job I'm doing now, no. If it was a desk job, probably. If it was my previous job, yes. We'll go with little yes. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Nah. You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Very much no. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. I mean, yeah, not always, but sometimes, and it has been to my detriment sometimes. So we'll do little, yeah. All right, last set of questions. You often feel overwhelmed. Yes. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Again, it depends on what I'm doing. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. Again, it depends on what I'm doing. Am I making food? I want concrete steps for that. Am I solving a puzzle? Creative solutions. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice. It depends. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. I feel confident that I will, if things are not working out for me, that I will direct myself into a path that will work out for me. So like, if I'm not able to take my medication anymore in a couple months for reasons, we're preparing for that now, kind of thing of, potentially having to go overseas. With the back shit, I found my path there and did everything I could, even though shit was not going well. So I don't think things, even if things are against me, I try to find a good way to navigate. Okay. Hey, guess what we got again? We got the mediator. All right. A quote from J.R.R. Tolkien. All that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither, deep roots are not reached by the frost. J.R.R. Tolkien. So, INFPT. We might look into that a little more. Minute. Anyways, an NFP mediator, you possess as an NFP, INFP mediator, you possess a rich inner world brimming with imagination, empathy, and idealism. Your compassionate nature and deep-seated desire to understand the human experience make you a natural confidant and source of support for those around you. Is that why I can meet someone and 10 seconds later they're telling me they're trauma dumping on me? Okay. You approach life with a sense of wonder, always seeking meaning and authenticity in your experiences and relationships. Your creativity is a wellspring of inspiration, often manifesting in unique ideas and innovative solutions to complex problems. However, this same creativity can sometimes lead you to become lost in daydreams, making it challenging to navigate the more practical aspects of life. Okay, now it's just calling me out. You have a profound capacity for empathy, allowing you to connect with others on a deep, almost intuitive level. I'm 81% introverted. You likely prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calmer environments. Yes. 75% intuitive. So you're either introverted or extroverted, intuitive or observant, thinking or feeling, prospecting or judging, turbulent or assertive. Okay. You're likely very imaginative and open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. You likely value emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, cooperation. You're likely very adaptable, easygoing, and flexible, prioritizing spontaneity over stability. Very close there, though. Turbulent. You're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven. It depends. Perfectionistic. Nah. Like, there's definitely times where I'm like, I could do better, but I never strive for 100%. If you strive for 100% or even over that, you're never going to feel fulfilled. Anyways, and eager to improve. Eager to improve, yes. Your introspective nature drives you to continually explore your own thoughts, feelings, and values. This self awareness is a powerful tool for personal growth, but it can also lead to excessive self criticism. You're highly attuned to criticism from others as well, yeah, which can sometimes leave you feeling vulnerable or misunderstood, yes. Despite these challenges, your unwavering commitment to your ideals and your ability to see the best in others make you a powerful force for good in the world. I hope so. Your journey is one of balancing your rich inner life with the demands of the external world, always striving to bring more beauty, kindness, and authenticity into your life and the lives of those around you. My career path. How long is? Oh, this is. Oh, okay. There's gonna be stuff that's locked. Okay. Career path. In your professional life, you're driven by a deep-seated need for meaning and purpose. Okay. You thrive in environments that allow you to express your creativity, help others, and stay true to your values. Okay. Careers in counseling, teaching, writing, or the arts often appeal to your nurturing nature and imaginative spirit. Okay. So I've been told multiple times I should go be a counselor or a therapist, and there's reasons why I don't do that. Teaching, I again, with the failure to be able to articulate, do not feel like I would be qualified for, and also you children, gross. Um, Writing, yes, I would love to go into writing full time, um, but I don't think that I would ever able to get there. I could see it, but I don't think I'll get there. Or the arts. I tried to make music my path for a little bit, and it's just such a hard field to get into. Um, Anyways, the reason why I never went into trying to be a counselor or a therapist is because one, then you will always be thinking as a counselor or a therapist in your relationships with other people. You will often trying to be counseling them or psychoanalyzing them. And if you truly want to be able to help the people in your life, like ironically, your friends aren't going to trust a therapist. They're not going to feel as comfortable if they know you're that, rather than, at least in my experience, that's what I would think. So that's why I didn't do that. I would rather be able to help those in my life currently in that kind of way. Anyways, However, finding the right fit can be a journey of trial and error, and as you navigate your balance between your ideals and the realities of the working world. Your ability to think outside the box and empathize with others makes you a valuable asset in many fields, particularly those requiring innovative problem solving or interpersonal skills. Yet, you may struggle with highly structured environments or roles that involve a lot of routine tasks. Your challenge lies in finding a career that not only aligns with your values, but also provides the flexibility and autonomy you crave, allowing you to make a meaningful impact while staying true to yourself. My strengths are creative vision, building team harmony, prioritizing my values, and adaptability. My weaknesses are idealistic expectations, avoiding conflict, perfectionist tendencies, which it's not true, and sensitive to criticism, which is true. Your personal growth. For you, personal growth is an ongoing journey of self discovery and authenticity. You're constantly seeking to understand yourself better and align your actions with your deeply held values. This process of introspection and self improvement is both rewarding and challenging. As you navigate the complexities of your rich emotional landscape, your path to growth often involves learning to balance your idealism with practicality and developing the resilience to face life's inevitable disappointments. While your empathy and imagination are great strengths, learning to set boundaries and develop practical skills can help you navigate the world more effectively. Embracing your unique perspective while also accepting your limitations is key to your personal development journey. Strengths: self-aware, authentic, growth-oriented, emotional intelligence. Weaknesses: perfectionism again, which is not true. Emotional sensitivity, yeah. Self-doubt, yeah. Procrastination, sometimes. Your relationships. In relationships, you seek deep, meaningful connections that honor your need for authenticity and personal growth. Your empathy and intuitive understanding of others make you compassionate friend and partner, capable of forming bonds that go beyond surface level interactions. You have a gift for creating safe spaces where others feel understood and accepted. However, your idealistic nature can sometimes lead to challenges in relationships. You may struggle with conflict or become disappointed when others don't live up to your high expectations. Learning to communicate your needs effectively, set healthy boundaries, and accept others and yourself as imperfect beings is crucial. For building lasting, fulfilling relationships, while you value close connections, you also need time alone to recharge and reconnect with yourself. Strengths: deep empathy, loyalty, inspiring, and emotional depth. Weaknesses: difficulty expressing feelings, avoiding conflict, difficulty expressing needs, and need for space. And then for $9, you can learn more. Mush? Con? Other mediators you may be aware of: J.R.R. Tolkien, William Shakespeare, Bjork, Alicia Keys, Tom Hiddleston, Julia Roberts, William Wadsworth, Johnny Depp, Frodo Baggins, Amelie Pauline, Arwen Fox Mulder, Anne of Green Gables, Sybil Branson, Lance Sweets, Constantine Levin. I don't even know. Okay. And then there's comments. All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed learning my personality. And if you find that interesting, again, I don't put too many eggs in this basket. But I do think it's fun. I would say it's slightly more accurate than astrology. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. Whether you're watching the VOD or the highlight, thank you all so much. And I will see you all next time. Later.